plays with the number ones. He starts the game. He's the starter. It's that simple, regardless of what Nick Sirianni says.
The guy. Let's see if we're connected with our friend Howard Eskin. How you doing, Howard?
I'm doing great. How are you, Dan?
All right, Howard. I want to start you out with this here. You know, you and I think are in the same boat here when it comes to Urban Meyer, and that, you know, I think he's going to struggle as a head coach in the National Football League. And I watched that Jags team, and it was just all over the place. It wasn't a very good-looking football team when it came to coordination on the sidelines, a lot of pre-snap penalties. What did you think of Sirianni's first game, being able to manage it? Now, look, you really can't judge too much from a preseason, but you can learn some things from a preseason. And what did you learn a little bit from Nick in his first outing?
Well, it seemed like he had everything under control, didn't overreact. You know, being on the sidelines, I kind of kept an eye on him when I could. And just to kind of see his body language and see how he was. But I thought he was fine. Got excited on a play that Joe Flacco threw for a 79-yard touchdown. But any coach would do that. I just think he handled himself well. The coaches were under control. The whole staff seemed like they were under control. It's just like they didn't play enough of the first and second team enough, and then the defense, whatever players were in there, third and fourth stringers in the second half. But the wins and losses, as you well know, mean absolutely nothing. But no, I thought Nick Sirianni I thought he did a good job of the way he handled himself, and he ran and he managed the football game.
And I'm going to get to the negative side of it, but I do want to throw out the positive on what you just said. You know, something I took away, you know, this guy's got the goalpost to the back of his quarterback's back, and he's throwing plus 25 plays out of the end zone. And I was thinking to myself, is he going to have a wide open type offense? I mean, didn't look like a lot of fear there. Now, again, it's exhibition football, but this looks like he wants to have a big play type offense. Do you agree?
I think he does. He says he's going to run the ball a lot, but what do I think he's going to do? Maybe he said he's going to use the running backs a lot, because I think you're going to have a lot of pass plays with the running backs. Now, remember, what he's doing now and what every coach is doing now is so vanilla. You're not going to show anything. But if he's got guys to make big plays, and that would be Devonta Smith when he comes back. And he practiced a little bit today in one-on-one drills. So he should be coming back. I believe it was a knee injury. And maybe practice again a little bit tomorrow and a little bit. They're scrimmaging against the Patriots now. Next week they scrimmage against the Jets before their game. But he's got, if he plays well, if Jalen Reagor is anything what a first-round pick is supposed to be, then you look at him, and then there are players there that can make plays. So I think that's what you're looking at. Quez Watkins, everybody's all excited about, was a fourth-round draft pick last year, and he was the one that scored the touchdown. So if they have the people that can do it, I think he will do it. You got to score points. These days of winning 17 to 14 games, that doesn't work anymore. That rarely works. You got to score points. And if you don't get 20 points, you're going to lose a lot of games. So I think you got to get in the mid to high 20s to win games nowadays. And I think he recognizes that. And remember, he's an offensive coach who coached wide receivers, and he loves that part of the game.
Absolutely. And let me get to this part here. You know, I watched Justin Fields play 2 quarters. I saw some of the other young guys getting out there, getting a lot of reps. What do you make of the way that they're playing Jalen Hurts here? I said this, and maybe you think I'm wrong, Howard. I think this guy needs to play as many quarters as he possibly can. Now, I get the quarterback room in Philadelphia is a little bit suspect when you got Joe Flacco as a fallback in case something happens to Jalen. But, I mean, Sirianni hasn't even committed, at least publicly, in saying that he's my guy going forward 2021. I mean, why wouldn't you think that you would want to see this guy? Would you agree that exhibition games 2 and 3 are going to tell us a lot on what he thinks of Jalen Hurts, because I think these are big exhibition games for him.
I'm telling you what, don't count on it, because I would bet, and I have talked to no one yet, just, kind of just offhanded conversation, that if Jalen Hurts plays more than one series on Thursday night against the Patriots, I would be absolutely shocked. It ain't happening. They're scrimmaging 2 days against them. They're going to see what they need to see. Okay, he's not going to get hit in these scrimmages, and people aren't going to get hit. I mean, you make contact, but you don't get hit. No, I don't think he's going to play a lot. And because they're scrimmaging against the Jets, even though there's 2 weeks between that last game and the opening of the season now with only 3 games, I would be shocked if he even plays against the Jets. Now, the only pressure they have the station that televises the games only does the preseason games. And obviously, they want Jalen Hurts to play. Thursday night, the Eagles fans that are paying for tickets want Jalen Hurts to play. If you're only playing one series, what the hell's the difference? He's not going to play. They're going to find out what this guy can do in practice. And they're not going to find out maybe enough until the regular season starts the first week in Atlanta. So I would be surprised if Jalen Hurts plays more than one series on Thursday. I would be surprised if he plays more than one series in the final game at the Jets. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play at all, because they're scrimmaging against these teams. So I don't know what you've seen from Jalen Hurts. He played well today in the scrimmage. Uh, I can't tell whether the Patriots defense just played that poorly. Bill Belichick's not really showing anything because he knows how to cheat better than anybody. So he's worried about other people taking things that he runs, defenses that he runs in practice. So I don't know if they just even both in the 2 minute drill, Hurts threw a nice touchdown pass with basically 4 seconds left in the 2 minute drill. They run the clock. And then Flacco threw a really great pass to the corner for a touchdown in his 2 minute drill. And the Patriots didn't score on their 2 minute drills. Cam Newton is a fraud. I think he's Cam Newton on reputation. Mac Jones was okay today, but none of them were terrific on the Patriots on offense. But nonetheless, Jalen Hurts did play well in the scrimmage today. And again, it's a scrimmage, and I want to see more in real action and games. And I don't know how much we're going to see on Thursday night, but you really want to see. But the fact that Nick Sirianni doesn't name, he uses this excuse that he wants everybody to compete. Well, you're not going to tell Fletcher Cox that he's not starting at the defensive tackle spot. That ain't happening. But the reality is, I think they're protecting themselves just in case there would have been a trade for a quarterback. And I don't think anything's going to happen for a while. And the only quarterback's name that would be out there would be Deshaun Watson. But I don't think anything's going to happen for a while, because I don't think that's going to be taken care of for a while. So I don't know what's going to go on. But he plays with the number ones. He starts the game. He's the starter. It's that simple, regardless of what Nick Sirianni says.
Howard.